If your spirit feels stirred right now, pause for a moment. Breathe. Let these words settle. Because what you are about to hear reveals how God moves when His chosen are attacked. First, God Himself steps in to defend them. This changes everything. When someone plots against a chosen one, they think they are fighting a human. They think they are dealing with someone limited, someone fragile, someone they can manipulate. But they are dangerously mistaken. Because the moment an attack is launched against a chosen one, heaven becomes alert. Angels shift position. The throne room focuses. The situation transforms from a human conflict into a divine confrontation. From that moment forward, the battle is no longer yours. It becomes God's. Throughout history, this pattern repeats again and again. When God selects someone for purpose, He personally guarantees their protection. Not casual protection, covenant protection. Think about Moses. By human standards, Moses should have died as a baby. A decree was issued to kill every Hebrew male child. The Nile became a graveyard. Yet Moses floated in a basket guided by invisible hands. He was found by Pharaoh's own daughter, raised in the palace of the man who wanted him dead. Educated, protected, prepared. The same God who preserved him in infancy later split the sea before him. This is how God operates. He preserves before He promotes. He protects before He elevates. He shelters before He sends. Think about David, overlooked by his own family, ignored by his father, yet chosen by God. From that moment, his life became a battlefield. Saul hunted him relentlessly. Spears flew, armies chased, caves became homes. But David never fought back. He understood a sacred truth. The battle belongs to the Lord. And because he refused to retaliate, God elevated him. Every cave became preparation. Every betrayal became training. Every trial became shaping. By the time David reached the throne, he carried wisdom, humility, and divine authority. Because God had fought every battle for him. Pharaoh learned this truth too late. He oppressed Israel, mocked their prayers, hardened his heart. But heaven kept records. Every tear, every cry, every wound. When God arose, Egypt fell. The plagues came, the sea split, the army drowned. Because when someone attacks God's chosen, they awaken consequences beyond imagination. Daniel experienced this as well. Faithful in a corrupt system, pure in a polluted culture. His enemies could find no fault, so they targeted his devotion. They trapped him, condemned him, sentenced him to death. But heaven sent an angel, and lions became witnesses. When the morning came, Daniel walked free, and his enemies fell. This is the pattern. God does not abandon His chosen. He defends them with supernatural force. And when God fights for someone, no strategy can overpower him, no scheme can outsmart him, no weapon can overcome him. This is why silence is often your greatest strength. When you remain calm while being attacked, heaven moves faster. When you forgive while being wounded, heaven accelerates. When you trust instead of retaliate, God steps fully into the battle. Your restraint becomes divine invitation. Second, every curse sent toward a chosen one returns to the sender. There is a spiritual law that governs creation. What a person sows, they will reap. Not sometimes, always. When someone speaks evil over a chosen one, that energy does not disappear. It circles back. Scripture declares, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." This is not motivational language. This is spiritual decree. Throughout history, those who cursed God's people fell into their own traps. Haman built gallows for Mordecai, but he hung on them himself. Balaam tried to curse Israel, but blessings poured out instead. Joseph's brothers sold him into slavery, but they bowed before him later. The religious leaders crucified Jesus, but resurrection crowned him King of Kings. What the enemy means for destruction, God repurposes for elevation. When people speak lies, their own reputations collapse.